Hello, so this might be a short video. I might do a longer video of this, but I do a lot of episodes and series that can be correlated with the videos that I did previously. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about don't be friends, don't hang out, or don't be friends with femcels, jealous femcels. And jealous femcels can be anyone from any age, right? So I know in my previous video I did the psychology of older femcels, and I might do a part 2 or part 3 or part 4 of that. But in today's video, I just want to say, especially to my pre-exoticals, don't be friends with jealous femcels. So it's easy to know when a girl's a femcel, honestly. Like, it's easy to know. Most of the time it is, right? Because I know that sometimes people pretend to be something that they're not, which is not a good way to social climb, by the way. It's not a good way to be friends with people by being a fake ass bitch. Like, just be yourself, and if you're trash, learn how to have self-character development so you become a better person for other people and yourself as well. So with all that being said, you can tell when a girl's jealous, especially if you're a pretty girl and a pretty exotical. You probably had a lot of people be jealous of you from, guys, girls, men, female, males, basically anyone, even kids. Yeah, even kids. And femcels are girls, are women who are jealous of pretty girls or girls who have more privileges than them, or they feel that they have more privileges than them. And this is why they'll feel jealous or insecure, because deep down they feel or they know that you have something that they don't, which can be beauty, education. There's many ways of having privileges, by the way. You can be born with those privileges, or you can obtain it by spending specific amounts of money to have the results of it, going to a dermatologist, a skin care spa, having the best professional people work on your skin, knowing what's best for your skin and recommending you specific products for it. And that takes time, money, and all of those things combined into one. So yeah, femcels are people you shouldn't be friends with, because they will make you feel bad, especially as a pretty exotical. If you get compliments, be proud of you getting compliments. Those people will try to make you feel bad that you get compliments. Like, I received a compliment from a woman who works in the medical field. I'm not going to be extra specific, but she works in the medical field, and she said that I have a nice skin complexion. And because I'm light skinned, I guess that can be taboo for some people who are insecure. For the ones who are not jealous and insecure, they won't see it as a problem. They'll be proud that I'm getting compliments for me being beautiful and my skin complexion, which is nothing wrong with that. And I was, lighter than her, but besides the point, she complimented me on my skin complexion, and I have received compliments on my light skin tone before. So that's not a bad thing. That's not colorist. That's just, they acknowledge and see my beauty as a person. To each their own. So don't be friends with femcels, jealous femcels, because those people, if you tell them you get compliments, they might get mad, or they might make you feel ashamed about it. And no one's gonna make me feel ashamed for being pretty. Like, I have the right to be pretty, you have the right to be pretty. Work on yourself. So yeah, don't be friends with them. Keep being that pretty exotical girl. And if you enhance your beauty, that's no one's problem. That's no one's business. By the way, that's your business, and you have the right to be beautiful and gorgeous. And over here, we're classy and sophisticated. We all have different personalities, by the way, but I prefer to be a classy woman. My spirit, my soul is just a classy girl. This is why when I see a pretty girl from any race, I just don't get mad. I never go out of my way to treat a girl bad because she looks pretty. That's just irrelevant. That's a waste of my time. But I guess not a lot of people have that mature mindset to move on with themselves and learn how to be better for themselves and other people as well. So with all being said, don't be friends with jealous femcels. If you are around their proximity, especially at a workplace, those are the same people that will try to be in your dating business. Like, they want to know who you're dating. I don't know why. It's just weird. I have a girl trying to know who I'm dating. She's older than me. And that's the same girl who asked me if I'm on a diet. And yeah, I have jealous girls from all around the race ethnicity. Like, I have white girls be jealous, not all of them, but white girls be jealous, Filipino girls be jealous, Asian girls be jealous, Hispanic girls be jealous, black girls be jealous. Not everyone, but I'm just telling you races of people who can be jealous of me. And I can tell when people roll their eyes, or when people are so hooked on who I'm dating, when I never ask who they're dating because I kind of don't care. Not in a negative, mean way, but just like I have my own situation going on. So it's like, why are you trying to know who I'm dating? Like, it's so weird. And yeah, people were really trying to make a conversation about who you're dating. And I'm like, that's so irrelevant. You don't get paid to know who I'm dating. Like, I get it, pretty girls, exotic color, like celebrities, but you need to calm down. You need to calm down. So tell me in the comment below if you can relate with us. I might do a longer video, but those are the same girls who will say that, I guess you have an easy life, or, I mean, some of them will say that. Some of them will say, you just focus on makeup. You don't care about anything else but makeup, which is not true. And even if it is, like, why do you care? It's not like you care about what I care about. Like, and femcels are from any age. It's not a specific age, but I know the other video was like, but in this video it's like anyone can be a femcel. Basically, girls who are mad at other girls getting attention, who mind their business. I had a girl one time, an older girl, and yeah, she was dark skinned. But as I said before, I have many people be jealous of me. White people, light skinned people, mixed people. Like, it just goes from a spectrum. But if you are jealous, you are jealous. If you're not jealous, you're not going to have a problem with me saying what it is. So you can always work on yourself to be a better person for you and other people. Now, I wanted to say, one time I had a girl, yeah, she was dark skinned, and not every dark skinned people is jealous of me, so that it is what it is. But I had this girl, she was older than me, she was an old woman, an old ugly ass woman. But the minute she saw me speak to a guy, she yelled across the, like, where I was in, and she was in the same proximity but a little bit further than me, but she yelled out that I'm a Jezebel. And I'm a godly woman, so if someone calls me a Jezebel, I'm not gonna say it makes me mad, but it's just disrespectful, because it's like, I'm a godly woman, everybody can tell. I just behave well, and I treat everybody with respect and dignity, but I'm not gonna be a doormat. I'm not gonna be open for having people disrespect me for no reason. And this girl, she doesn't know me, but she called me a Jezebel, and she's a jealous female femcel. And the reason why I say that, and young people can be a jealous female femcel. So the reason why I say that is because I can tell she's jealous, because she doesn't know me, but because I'm so beautiful and gorgeous and I know how to have a man be into me, she just yelled out, I'm a Jezebel, and she's like, oh, your days are over, or something like that. I'm not gonna get specific, but she was basically saying that I'm a Jezebel and blah blah blah, I'm a Jezebel and all that. And I just ignored her, but I was gonna clap back, but because I was with a guy at that time, kind of like, I was speaking to him, he was speaking to me, I was like, let me keep it classy. But like, she doesn't know me, I don't know her, and I don't care. I kept it pushing. So femcels, don't be friends with them. They're jealous. They would try to ruin your mood, your day, by saying negative, disgusting things, like calling you a Jezebel when you're actually not. But I guess they're mad because they cannot get attention. And I'm not trying to promote Jezebel, because Jezebel is a bad spirit that can be found in women, but men as well, but mostly women, because it is in the Bible, by the way. But I'm not a Jezebel, so I don't care. I'm unbothered, but still, it's like, you're so rude and disrespectful. I would never be your friend. And sometimes femcels, the only way to get your attention is by being negative. And that actually is a compliment for me, because I guess I must be that girl, period. And comment down below if you can relate with this video. But don't be friends with femcels. Keep being beautiful and gorgeous. Keep doing your hair. Keep doing your nails. Who cares if you're the center of attention? You have the right to express yourself the way you want to express yourself. You don't owe anybody an explanation to why you're dating someone, to why you're getting gifts, to why you're getting spoiled. That is your choice, that is your right, and you have the right to be happy, especially if you're minding your business. Because that's what most of us do. We mind our business, and we don't really get into people's business unless they try to get in our business. And I was always raised with respect, but also minding my business. So, like, who you date is none of my concern. Unless if you're trying to date the guy that I'm dating, but besides the point. Clearly, if a guy's into you, the same guy that I'm dating, he's not into me. But that's a different topic for another video. But just don't be friends with femcels. And they can be found from any race or age, by the way. It doesn't have to be certainly specific. But if you're trash, then you're trash. So I'm not going to be your friend. And it is what it is. They get mad when you get privileges. They get mad when you get spoiled. And that is not your fault. It is the way of nature. Some of us are amazing, some of us are not, but you can work on yourself. So yeah, I'm not holding back when it comes to this topic. Like, I can go on and on, because that's something that a lot of exoticals we can relate with. You'll have femcels, you know, they'll roll their eyes or they'll say something that makes you look at them in a different way. Like you'll give them the side eye, and it's like they always try to make you feel bad for having privileges, and there's nothing wrong with that, because it's not like I'm abusing my privileges. And also it's like, if you're rude and disrespectful and jealous, why would I be your friend? Like, it's just that simple. Because glammed up or not glammed, I always been who I want to be. Like, I don't make problems with people who mind their business. I don't. So that's what it is. Like, they'll try to know who you're dating, which is so annoying, because it's like, why do you care who I'm dating? You know? But that's what it is. Being a pretty girl in exotical is like being a celebrity. It doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You just sit down, you're relaxing, you're working as everybody else, but they'll still see you as a celebrity and try to be up in your business. It's uncalled for. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just doing what I gotta do. You know? Like, I have this girl, she's kind of a femcel, because she kind of want to know who I'm dating. And it's so annoying. Every time I get glammed up, an exotic will get glammed up, people always be the femcels most of the time. I'm not saying everyone who's interested about what you're doing as a pretty girl is a femcel, but sometimes you can tell. Most of the time, it's always a femcel. Like, 8 times out of 10. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I might do a part 2, but it is what it is. So, don't be their friend. Keep being beautiful and gorgeous and be exclusive. If they're jealous, don't be their friend, because they're about drama and I'm not about drama. So keep being beautiful and gorgeous and keep doing your thing, girl. Because jealous people, what I know, they're always gonna hate. Hopefully one day they become a better person for themselves, because nobody wants to be friends with that. But that's what it is. Like, I have a girl, she, like, every time, like, I look amazing, I always look amazing. But she's like, at first it was like, oh, are you going on a date? And then the next day it's like, oh, I thought you were dating this guy. But it's like, who cares? Why do you care if I'm dating this guy? I'm not dating your man, and I don't even care if you have a man, because you're like, what? I don't care about what you're doing with yourself. Like, why do you care about who I'm dating? That's irrelevant. You're not getting paid to know who I'm dating. Like, for real. And yeah, she was a white Karen, but whatever. She was in the worst Karens of the worst Karens, but I was just like, I just don't like that. But people are so noisy, because it's like, you're the center of attention. But it's like, center yourself. And the same girl who asked me if I'm on the date just because I had makeup more than usual, she puts makeup in her face, but it's barely noticeable. I'm just being honest. And the reason why I know she puts makeup a little bit on her face, not all the time, but sometimes, because there's times when I, you know, see her look at herself in the mirror and she puts a little bit of foundation. But it really looks like she didn't put anything on her face, because when I look at her, I don't really realize that there's makeup on her face. Like, so it's like, I guess the jealousy is like, she's mad that I know how to make it look amazing and whatever. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep being beautiful and gorgeous. When girls are jealous of you, it's because they're trash and maybe they don't look good. I'm just being honest, because like, you wouldn't be mad if a girl's pretty if you're pretty, or if you feel secure and confident in yourself. You wouldn't be mad if a girl's pretty and confident for herself. It's just facts. It's just logic. So exotic tax, and I might do a part 2. So this is like the femcel psychology of jealous girls. They're just mad that you probably have something that they don't, because they're too focused on other people instead of focusing on yourself. And they see it as a competition, but it's like, I never sign up in a competition. But if you want to sign up to a competition, all right, let me sign up in a competition and I won, because I am that girl all the time. And you hating on me, just solidifying, is just confirming that I am that girl that you want to be so bad, but be yourself, you know? Like, I'm not friends with jealous people. I'm not friends with girls who are insecure, jealous. They're so annoying. They're just the wrong person to be friends with. They bring too much chaos and drama for no reason. And the only way they can be relevant is by being so hooked on what you have going on for yourself. And it's so sad and pathetic. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what it is. Don't ignore the snarky remarks they make, but keep being beautiful and gorgeous. And you don't have to have friends, but you can, but make sure it's not a femcel. And keep being beautiful and gorgeous. You know, you have the right to get all the compliments in the world. Enhance your beauty if that's what you're into. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, That's what it is. And femcels are also girls who tend to be hypocrites. So they might be mad that you're changing your hairstyle, but then behind closed doors, you're trying to do something to their hair texture to make it look more pleasable to their self and other people. So that's kind of like hypocrite, you know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye. Comment down below if you can relate with having a jealous femcel. How did you like handle the situation? Did you tell her I don't want to talk about this, or you just ignore her? I want to know. But keep being beautiful and gorgeous, and we are the center of attention. It is facts, because there's so many jealous femcels, and the jealous femcels are the ones who also say that my hair is a wig. You're just mad that I know how to look good and everything. That's what it is. That's a talent, that's a skill, that's beauty. That's a blessing. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye. Keep smelling good, keep looking good, and keep dressing as the occasion, no matter where you're going, no matter what you're doing. You deserve to feel beautiful and gorgeous and confident. There's nothing wrong with being beautiful and enhancing your looks. People are hypocrites. Most people who are mad that you look good is because they feel like they can't look good the way that you look good. Alright? But they're too pathetic and sad to acknowledge the truth, because the truth should set you free in most cases. So thank you for enjoying this video. Until next time, bye. Yeah, so they're just mad that you're amazing and you look good, and you have the right to receive compliments from guys and girls as well. So yeah, that's what it is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you ever had a femcel at your job, or at a coffee shop, or in school, and how did you deal with it? Did you ignore her? Did you stand up for yourself? Did you tell her that mind your business? Because you have the right to say that, by the way, because like they should mind their business, especially if you don't be in their business. So you're just that girl. Keep being beautiful and gorgeous, and keep wearing what you want, and you don't have to explain to people who you're dating. That's none of their concern or business. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, comment down below, give it a thumbs up, and until next time, bye. I might make a part 2 of this.
Thanks for watching.